Hey, howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here. Welcome to today's collab video. Today I am collabing with my very good friend V from Simply You Makeup, and we are doing a collab today in support of National Love is Kind Day. That is July 27th. And just as July 4th, Independence Day should be celebrated, July 27th, National Love is Kind Day should also be celebrated as a day of independence from people who have found independence from their abusers. So today, V and I are both going to do a look, and we're going to talk to you about National Love is Kind Day. We are doing our own independent palettes and doing our own independent looks. I am not sure what palette V is going to be using, but for today I am going to be using this bPerfect Carnival 3 palette, Love Tahiti. This is a collaboration that bPerfect did with Stacy Marie. I just got this palette on the porch because I was influenced yet again by Pia from Makeup with Pia and Ash from Makeup and Chaos. Look how beautiful this is. They did a collab video with one of the bPerfect palettes, the Antidote I believe, and the looks that they did were just amazing, and so of course I had to have it. And while I was on the Beauty Bay website getting that palette, which was on sale, this one was on sale as well, so this was on my wish list. Might as well pick it up while it's on sale. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all of those beautiful colors. So I'm going to create a look in honor of National Love is Kind Day and tell you what it's all about. By the way, that palette had a big old shade saver on it, and I believe that this palette is still on sale on the Beauty Bay website. And just in case you're interested and I happen to influence you into buying it, I will have a link down in the description box below so that when you're done watching my video, you can go check out Simply You Makeup and see what kind of look that V created. And if you like V's content, I highly recommend that you subscribe to her channel. She is all about makeup with a message, and I absolutely love that she does all kinds of positive messages during and at the end of her videos. She is an amazing woman and super supportive, and I am so very happy to call her a friend. So I have no idea what kind of hot mess look I'm going to create for you today, but I am going to once again hop out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to go into this beautiful blue. The shade name is called the Deep, and I'm going to pick that up with my Luxie 231, and I'm going to start packing that on my lid. So the purpose of National Love is Kind Day is to celebrate all victims of domestic violence, domestic abuse, and their freedom and independence from their abuser. It is to recognize our right to be treated with kindness because real love is kind, not terrorizing. Realize that kindness is the path to healthy and safer relationships, families, society, and the world, and to give voice for and hope and support to others who are still suffering, often in silence. Spread messages how we can be kind to one another, especially to those closest to us, and to remember that love is not abusive, violent, demeaning, or dehumanizing. If someone uses love as an excuse for their hurtful behavior, it is not real love. I love going to the National Day calendar website and looking to see all of the different days and things that can be celebrated. And I was quite excited when I found this. And I had been trying to come up with an idea for a collab for V and I knew that this was the perfect collab for us because V is all about positivity and lifting people up. And it was funny because I was reading the website to prepare and to learn more about this day. And it talked about being bullied because I kept thinking, I do not remember ever being abused in the way that you would think about somebody being abused, domestic violence. I remember once, I had a husband once that he hit me once. He didn't do it again because Leanna does not play that. I put him in his place rather quickly when that happened. Isn't that a pretty color? And I know he knew that I was very serious when I told him that if he ever put his hands on me again, one of us was going to jail. I didn't know which one. So I was trying to relate to people who are victims of domestic abuse, domestic violence. I'm not saying that I have not been abused. I'm pretty sure that all of us at some point in time in our lives, which is sad to say that we have all been abused, but we probably all have been in some capacity. So I was trying to figure out, how to relate to this topic. And V and I talked about doing this collab before my neighbor came across the road and showed his butt. And this website was talking about bullies, and I thought, well, yeah, I've been bullied quite a few times. And the website talks about how it's mostly women and children who suffer from domestic violence and abuse. But I know that there are men out there that suffer from it as well. Now I'm going to go here into Tropics, and I'm going to blend that in using a smaller brush right above that blue. And so I know that this is a very uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. People don't like to talk about it, but I think that it is a discussion that needs to be had. Especially, there has always been a domestic abuse, domestic violence issue, but I feel like that it's more prevalent now. You hear about it more because of the national news and the internet and that type of thing. But I also feel that it is possibly happening more because to me the world just seems to be in a state of chaos. And so when you have chaos and stress, I think that you tend to have a little bit more of the domestic abuse. That is really pretty, and those are blending. You see how easy that blended? So if you have ever been a victim of domestic abuse or violence and you were able to free yourself from that, today's the day we celebrate your freedom. And if you have not, then today is the day that you can start working on your freedom. At the end of the video, I will have some information where you can contact someone if you are needing help. Like I said, I as well have suffered from abuse. That's not something that I'm going to get into today. Maybe one day we'll slap on some makeup and I'll talk about it. I'm not opposed to talking about it, but that's not what today's video is about. And so now I'm going to go into this key line, same brush, and I'm going to blend that over top of that Tropics green. What I do want to share about my going through abuse is that I don't see myself as a victim. I see myself as a survivor, which I think is a more positive way to look at a situation, because I don't keep myself in that victim mindset. I am a survivor. That is a empowering statement that lends power, instead of a victim is a more negative statement. So I don't see myself as a victim. I see myself as a survivor. And I learned a lot from the things that I have been through in my life, and I feel that they have made me a better person. I'm not saying that what happened to me was okay, but I can't change it. It happened. So the best thing that I can do is to use that to make me stronger, to make me kinder and more compassionate towards people. And that is the biggest part of what today is about, is to help people to be aware of how we are treating each other. Are you being kind to people? You know, everybody has a bad day, and we end up taking things out on people. We need to be conscious of how we're treating people. You know, just like that guy that came across the street. I saw him day before yesterday. It's the first time I've seen him since he came over here and acted a fool. And I looked right at him, did not look away. He looked away. And I thought, well, maybe you're looking away because you realize that you didn't have to act the way you did. Either way, he has been forgiven. So now I think I'm going to go here into Blue Moon, and I'm going to put that in my inner or center lid. Oh my gosh. Y'all see that? Oh, that is so buttery. This palette, y'all. Oh, look at how pretty that is. And I wish they had something very light, but I'm going to go into this vanilla shade and put that in my inner corner. And now I'm just going to take this little flat brush, and I'm going to replicate under my eye what I did on my upper eye. And now I'm just taking that green and just going under that blue a little bit, just blending that all together. I didn't think I was going to like this green on me, but I actually do. And so I think I'll clean this up a little bit, put on some lashes. I think we need some lashes and a lip, and I will be right back, and we will finish talking about Love is Kind Day. And this is my final look, complete with blue lipstick to celebrate Love is Kind Day. I'll show you real quick what else I used. I used my Estee Lauder powder foundation, my Fenty finishing powder, my Kosas Air Brow. What I originally had on was the Rowan lip balm that I got in my BoxyCharm. I used my Gerard Cosmetics eye primer. I used my Iconic London face palette that I got in my boxy. I'm really liking this palette. I don't like all the fingerprints. I used my Hourglass palette for the blush. I'll be doing a review on that soon. I put this blue Juvia's Place eyeliner in my waterline. I used my Kiss glue liner for my lashes, and that would be these Dote or Half lashes. I absolutely love them. They don't look over the top. They are super simple to put on. And then I used this, I think it's L'Oreal. It doesn't say L'Oreal, but oh yes it does. L'Oreal. This is Balmain Paris blue lipstick. The shade is Rebellion. And I topped it with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow lip gloss in the shade Jade. And that is the bPerfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette for my look for Love is Kind Day. So National Love is Kind Day encourages you to become aware of how you are treating people, how people are treating you, and how you can become emboldened, supported, and empowered to lead the joyful and productive life you deserve. With improved and proper support, families can know and experience the freedom and love found in an abusive-free home. Children grow up with positive role models, and both adults and children lead more productive, happy, and mentally healthy lives. The day is an opportunity to say no to abuse, violence, and ridicule, and begin saying yes to kindness, and yes to sharing my voice, and yes, I am worth it, and my life matters. Kindness rules. Stop the cycle of abuse and make a difference to create a kinder world. There are all kinds of ways that you can observe National Love is Kind Day. You can expect to be treated with kindness. You can exchange negative actions and words for positive ones for the day. You can celebrate with domestic violence survivors their freedom from abuse. You can share on social media, of course, examples of how you are kind to those closest to you and use the hashtags that they have provided. I will put the link to the page that I'm reading from down in the description box so that you can go share it. And I would love it if you are following me on Instagram, if you would post something about Love is Kind Day. Use those hashtags. Maybe you could put something there about what you have done that day to show kindness to somebody else and tag me in it. That would be amazing. Make sure that you go check out V's video so that you can see what kind of look she did to celebrate Love is Kind Day. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure that you show that like button some love before you go. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are. And we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today. Pull your makeup out and play with it. Realize that you are worth it and you deserve everything that the world has to offer in a positive way. I love you, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, how are you celebrating National Love is Kind Day? Are you being kind to the fish and to the worms? And are you not using real worms? No live bait? You're not, because we need to be kind to animals too. And to the planet. Trees and grass and all that stuff. We need to be kind to everything. Okay? That's your beauty tip for today, Christopher, because when you're kind, when you have a kind heart and a kind soul, it makes you beautiful. Mama loves you, boo.